Governor, in the time we have left, I want to ask you about two other questions. You signed a law in May that bans abortion after a fetal heartbeat can be detected around 6 weeks. And there is no exception in that law for either rape or incest.
This goal is consistent with what the United States Supreme Court has written, and that is states have the ability to make sure that we protect the health and safety of both the mother and the child. And that's what we are seeking to do here.
Chris Wallace of Fox News grilled Texas Governor Greg Abbott and essentially got him to admit that he would not support any law that excludes victims of rape from Texas's new draconian heartbeat bill, which bans abortions after 6 weeks.
The first thing, obviously, is that survivors of sexual assault, they deserve support, care, and compassion. And Texas is stepping up to make sure that we provide that by signing a law and creating in the governor's office a sexual assault survivors task force.
Abbott fumbles as he tries in no way convincingly to show how he will meet the needs of assault survivors by implementing some sort of task force, which he provides no details on.
Almost 15,000 cases of rape were reported in your state of Texas, and almost everyone says that that's a severe undercount. There are a lot more cases that just aren't reported. Is it reasonable to say to somebody who is the victim of rape, well, don't worry about it because we're going to eliminate rape as a problem in the state of Texas?
I have to say an answer to this, but the first thing, obviously, is that survivors of sexual assault, they deserve support, care, and compassion.
But are you saying that you will not sign an exception for rape and incest?
Well, first, I got to tell you, Chris, you're making a hypothetical that it's not going to happen because that bill is not going to reach my desk. But second, again, the goal is to protect the life of every child with a heartbeat.
It would seem that as soon as a child is actually born, Abbott believes their life is no longer worth protecting. Because in the same appearance, Abbott goes from defending the lives of embryos to promoting physical abuse of human beings who actually have heartbeats as they immigrate to the US. Remember those disgusting pictures of Border Patrol agents whipping Haitian migrants? Well, Abbott told Wallace earlier in that same interview that, quote, "I will hire you to help Texas secure our border," promising to rehire any Border Patrol agent punished by the Biden administration after the president condemned those images. Abbott and the Republican Party don't care about protecting children. This much we know. They care about protecting their own power. Abbott does note that he doesn't have to take a firm stance on this issue because that type of bill will never reach his desk, which is a clear example of how much local elections matter. Fighting from the ground up and electing representatives in our neighborhoods and communities who represent the actual majority of Americans' opinions, yes, even in Texas, is critical to forcing Republican governors like Abbott to face pressure from within his own state. Make sure you're supporting down-ballot races wherever you are, and check in with your local election office to see what races are going on in your community. They're happening all the time. Thanks so much for watching. You can follow me on all platforms at Caro Johnson 917.